And welcome back to White Claw Wednesday. This is episode 120, and we have a guest, and she's a new guest technically because she's now Amanda Finazzo.
Hello, hello.
Yes.
It's a good point. Good point. New name.
New name.
New year, new me.
Mm-hmm.
New name, new me.
New name, new me. Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank.
Cheers.
Nice.
Ooh. Welcome back, babe. For your third episode on the podcast, we missed
the
Huh?
Yeah, you're now the most.
guest
Yes, you are.
appearances?
You are.
Oh, yeah.
You have surpassed Sam Stekovich
Woo.
and Jacob.
And technically, in a way, Sam...
And Sam O'Neill. We did back to back. That's right.
We did
Yeah.
a double episode with him. Yeah,
The double
so.
Sams. We did double episodes with both Sams.
Both Sams. And then now you're the
And
first
Jake.
triple.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we missed the post-wedding episode, but
Do you remember
we're getting
that?
it now.
Remember what?
Obviously not. Neither did I.
The
Remember
last time that I was on, we said that I would be on right after the wedding and it'd be like Mrs. Finazzo.
Oh, we said that?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. Dang it. I mean,
It's okay. We all forgot too.
I slightly remembered, but I was just so busy after. And then my friend, she told me, she was like, I was waiting for your episode because you said you were going to be on it again. And I was like, right, I totally forgot. So
we did name it Ryan Got Married, but
we
we totally forgot about that.
We kind of breezed over the whole wedding too. So this will be a good
We did.
episode.
So I got to ask, how's married life, you know? Now it's been a few weeks.
It's been 2 weeks, huh?
Well, it's been
been
3
three.
weeks.
It's
It's
been
been 3
3
weeks.
weeks. Jeez,
Over
man.
3 weeks.
Wow.
Almost 4 weeks now. So
How has it been? It's been
does it feel
oh my
different?
gosh, you're right. I think this weekend is going to be a month.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Wow.
wow.
It doesn't feel like that.
Yeah,
No.
this coming Friday will be a month.
What is it? The 22nd?
Well, think about it, Ryan. This coming month is going to be the
This weekend's going to be May, right?
20, is going to be the 29th.
Yeah.
So this Friday's the
29th.
29th. So it's 28 days past your wedding. 28 days is 28 divided by 4 is 7. 7 days in a week. 4 weeks a month. Boom.
Thanks, man.
There you go.
Yeah, it is crazy. I don't know. It kind of feels the same, more or less. We just have these like memories now.
Your mother's calling you.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, can you hear me on my phone?
You know, I don't think she's down for a live.
Should I
live
answer?
call?
Should I answer it? No, I won't answer. I'll text her. Ooh,
Um,
whoops! I actually just hung up.
Well, to answer your question, it doesn't feel that different.
Yeah, does it feel the same?
Honestly, it feels more or less the same.
Sometimes.
Have you had to like write your name and you've forgotten to write Finazzo as the last name or
Well,
not?
I haven't changed it yet.
Oh, it's not like like
I haven't officially
like
changed
legal.
it yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Just because.
I thought that was part of like. I thought that just goes hand in hand with the wedding certificate.
It probably should.
It's like a
Actually,
really long process.
She made it seem like at the Riverside County office, she made it seem like it was going to be official.
No, so we turned in our marriage license and then
Yeah.
we get our marriage certificate and then that's what I send to like the Social Security office, the drive or the DMV, like all those official places to start the process. But I'm not going to do that yet because I'm not going to get my passport back in time. And we're
Okay.
going I need my
you need it now,
passport
yeah,
for
your
our honeymoon. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the only reason
I didn't
why
even
I
think
haven't.
about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good
And I
thing you're
didn't
not running that show.
I hadn't even thought of it, but my friend Kayla told me.
Well, oh wow, good point.
And she gave me like this huge long checklist of everything. Like there's
She's
such
the
little
best.
things that you have to remember when you're changing your name. So like
So she's already successfully done it?
yeah.
Okay, nice.
So like the other
But
day
her honeymoon, they went to Mexico, so she has like experience with that.
Oh, and she also knows about the passport trick.
She knows
Yeah,
about the
to
passport
wait.
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
but the other day we signed up for rewards at this new pet shop and I used Amanda Finazzo. And I was like,
Nice.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
my
did.
first time.
Yeah, we did.
Rewards at a pet shop? Nice.
Yeah. No, the pet supplies plus. They do.
Do they have everything from medicine to food to toys?
Oh, they got
Yeah.
everything, and actually,
Nice.
it's cheaper than PetSmart, which I was really surprised.
And it seems like it's a town one.
Yeah, it seems like a local
It
thing. I
doesn't
don't know.
seem like a national
Family
one.
run.
Yeah, well, probably not, but
Yeah.
yeah, but actually, Amanda, she has a middle name, right? And it's actually her
Most
first
people
name.
do.
No, but
Well,
it's like,
this is the preface to the story.
Oh,
so
okay, gotcha.
her full name is Amanda Elia, which is technically her first name, right? You have a 2-part first name. And then her middle name is Crosarioli. And then her last name now is Finazzo, or is going to be Finazzo. But when she moved here
to America.
Go ahead, you tell the story.
Well, it was just, I hadn't even thought about it because all of my stuff here is Amanda. It just dropped Aaliyah. It's just Amanda Crosarioli and then my last name. And when we were doing our marriage license, Ryan was like, what about Aaliyah? And I was like, oh, you're right. And then I was like,
do you know her Instagram at?
It's Amanda Aaliyah.
Oh yeah, it is, and
but,
I did
not
so many people.
Amandalia.
Everyone in
thinks
college
it's
thought
Amandalia.
it was. Yeah, I thought it was Amandalia.
Honestly, I never said it like actually out loud, but I think in my brain that's how I read it too when I would see it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Amanda.
And I didn't really think anything of it. I just thought it was maybe a nickname you had. I don't know. But now I'm realizing it's literally like your full first name.
Well, I thought it was kind of cool too because I was like, oh, it's like Amanda Daly, like it's her social media thing. It's
like it's her daily.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
I didn't even
cute name.
think that until someone told me in college, like, oh yeah, Amandalia, and I was like, what? And they're like, your Instagram, and I was like, oh, that is not what it says, or like I didn't even think that's what it had said. But and I asked my mom, and she was like, oh, when we moved here, like I didn't know you could have, because in Brazil, like almost everyone has like 2 first names. And she's like, I didn't know that I could do it here, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, she just dropped it.
She dropped the Aaliyah, like on all the official documents.
But then like all my Brazilian official documents have Aaliyah. So then we were at the wedding courtroom office thing, and Ryan was like, should you add it? And I told her, I was like, everything has it except for my driver's license. And then I actually checked everything and nothing has it except for my Brazilian one,
because she didn't know.
I had no idea.
She literally forgot everything.
Well, because all that stuff
except
happened.
her license, right? That's all you had,
right?
So she's like, oh, my social security has it, my passport has it, but in reality nothing had it, including her license, which is what she had. And
she scared me.
She's like, okay, we're gonna try and make an exception, like blah blah blah.
She's like, if your name's wrong, you're committing perjury.
She's like, it's under perjury of law that you like. She's like,
So
you, to the best of your knowledge, believe this is true, or something like that. And
she basically put you through like, okay, well, since I don't have record of this, I gotta
it's on you.
Scare you into like, making sure that you're telling the truth.
And and then when my friend sent me, because I called my friend, she was staying here, and I was like, can you send me everything just so I can see? And nothing had it on, and I was like, Ryan, I'm going to jail.
She's like freaking out. She's like, oh my god, the FBI is gonna.
And he's like, it's fine because my birth certificate has it, and my Brazilian.
Passport?
I don't know official things. Yeah, my Brazilian passport, my Brazilian or my birth certificate.
Right.
As long as someone has a record of it.
Yeah.
Just that's the important part, you know.
But yeah, when we get back from our honeymoon is when I'm gonna start that whole long process. Ooh, and for my commencement too, I put Amanda Finazzo. So that'll be exciting.
Nice.
It's kind of crazy how you can just unofficially be like, oh yeah, my name's this, and I mean, no one really checked like commencement, you know.
Yeah, they're like, how do you want me to say your name? And I just put Amanda Finazzo.
Right.
Yeah, you can put in pretty much anything. It seems like and also you can change your name to anything, right?
You can, yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is go through the same process Amanda's going through.
Exactly. Do you remember in Friends when Phoebe changed her name when she married Mike to like Princess Consuela? No,
it was God, it was a term that meant something else. Banana hammock. Yes, that was it. And
what?
Then when she realized, and then Mike changes his name to like
crap bag.
Yeah. And then the way Mike gets Phoebe to change her name back, he's like, all right, I'll change my name from crap bag if you change your name from banana hammock because it sucks. And she's like, why does it suck? It's funny. And then he's like, because it's the name for a Speedo. And she's like, oh God, she wants to change her name. By the way, I did. I
was going to ask you.
Did you finish?
I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Listen, let me finish,
I don't even
Ryan.
Let me finish,
Ryan. When I married you guys, in the moment I married you guys, I was currently halfway through the Phoebe wedding episode in season 10. So I had like 5 episodes left of the show. So I technically did. But to be fair, within the next couple days of you guys, like just a couple days after you guys married,
Yeah.
You finished it?
I did finish it.
Well, technically, we weren't married until we signed those documents.
That's true. So I did actually finish it before.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys
you did.
signed those. So
you
I
did.
On a technicality, I passed. Oh, and it was a great show. I gotta say, it was awesome. I loved it.
It's a great show.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Did you cry the last episode?
Oh, I did. Of course,
yes.
I cried. It's hard for me not to cry at a show I finish and a show if I finish a show, I like it, you know, because I have not made it through shows. And Friends was a great example of, my favorite thing about it was the rapid fire jokes. It was always
just nonstop.
And I appreciated that as someone who's trying to write funny stuff. It's just like to be able to constantly, you know, swing, and have 8 out of 10 hits. That's pretty good.
Did you get to watch the reunion episodes?
Haven't done that yet.
Oh, that's what's really cool about the show is, I know you'd appreciate it because they go into how it was made and like all the laugh tracks and
and it was in a live audience. So
change the
live editing. They're like, oh, the audience didn't like that.
Right,
like,
so
let's
they would
think about
change the
this.
joke.
That's part of
cool.
That's part of what made Matthew Perry made him kind of crumble under the pressure because he was like supposed to be the funniest character. Yeah. Even though that's what was funny about the show, and that I think if someone were to sat him down and explain to him like,
dude, you're killing it.
Like, not only are you killing it, dude, but everybody in this show is a funny character.
Right.
Like, I know it feels like you have the most pressure because your character just as a like if you were to take all the Friends characters and put them into real life, he would be the funny guy. But since they're all characters living in a sitcom, they're all technically the funny ones. So if someone could have, but nobody was.
Well, he also kind of had the least amount of backstory too.
Not really.
But they never went into his family. They never went.
You know what it was?
No, not like Phoebe or Ross.
You know what the biggest thing I thought they were missing with Chandler was just going into what his job was.
Well, that was the running joke.
Yeah, it's like nobody does his job, but I was really wondering, it's like, what is his job? And it kind of feels like, I almost feel like,
what is it that
that's how I feel sometimes. Like I feel like Joey and Ross.
Transponder.
Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
You living with the guys, you guys feel like Joey and Chandler?
Yeah, no, I was saying that I feel like Joey and Ross in the sense where sometimes all my friends have jobs that I really like don't know what they are. Like if I really had to give like a detailed description of what Ryan does, I really have no idea. Same with Sam.
Mine's so simple. Like mine, you could just say, oh, like he codes or like he programs. You know.
Well, yeah, I know, but here's
Sam,
the thing.
like
if someone asked me, hey, what's Ryan up to? He codes. Oh well, that gives me a lot. Like that, that's basically. But
at least you could like sum it up in one word, or
that's,
like you know.
Yeah, that's true. He's a coder.
Whereas like,
if I said you're a coder for Dell, is that off?
Software engineer.
Just say software engineer. That makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
But some people don't know what that is either.
But that sounds cooler. I feel
well,
like when I tell people that, like, oh yeah, my husband's a software engineer, they're like, oh, like
nice.
Yeah, like you did good.
Yeah, like Scott, you'd be like sales for Oracle. That. Just done. You don't have to say anything else.
Yeah, but more specific. I can actually get more specific with
well,
Scott.
you could.
He's a NetSuite salesman.
NetSuite, that's right.
Because NetSuite is the security program, the Office security program sold by Oracle. So he sells that program for Oracle. Excuse me.
And then Sam is like
a data scientist for Mercury Insurance.
That's a good. Yep. Yeah. He is.
So maybe I do know. Maybe I'm not.
Yeah. You do know your French job.
It's simple enough, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Usually
what
you can just.
What does Parker do?
He is a consultant for hospital
finances.
For hospitals.
Yeah. He consults for. Oh, geez. He consults on hospitals' finances. That's what I would say.
But his is even like it. That makes it honestly. He's seen like surgeries going on. Like he's like been like in the like.
Really, I didn't know this.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what he's told me. Like, I mean, maybe that was part of the internship. Maybe he doesn't do that anymore. But I know there was at least part of like.
Well, he's mostly remote now.
Part of the job, part of the job process where he was like, you know how like if a suspect's getting interviewed in an interrogation room, you got like that mirror. He was like behind the version of like the hospital version of that, like
that's
watching
so cool
and taking notes and like basically telling them how to like be better, like better procedurals and stuff.
He was telling them that?
That was like the beginning of the job. I'm pretty sure. You gotta ask him about it because I remember him telling me.
Yeah, wow. I really gotta ask him. Maybe he had to like.
Because he told me about seeing like gunshot victim wounds and stuff like that, and like serious, serious stuff going on. But also being like, and that's weird. Like imagine being in a position where you're evaluating someone who's under way more pressure than you are evaluating them.
I know, like sort of like a slap in the face.
Weird, I think
to like the doctor,
Right, you think it would be another doctor.
Yeah, I think that's why NBA players and like athletes usually get mad at reporters. Because
Probably
it's like,
because they're just so out of it's just like so out of pocket.
You're judging what I do, and you can't even do it as good as
right,
I do.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a whole.
Plus, like, I don't know. I don't want to say there are calibers of reporters too, but like when you're like an NBA player, you're like super famous. Then, I don't know. Getting judged by reporters, like, they're not on the same level.
Yeah, it feels. That's how they see it.
I think Parker was looking at the doctors and the surgeries and thinking to himself, okay, what is important here financially? Like,
yes, a financial aspect.
What is in this whole thing do they need?
A medical,
I don't think it was like you don't need to do that stitch different. It wasn't like that. Yeah, no, that makes more sense now that I'm saying it. Yeah. Because I'm like, wait, when did Michael also become a surgeon?
Yeah, I don't know if he has much medical experience, but who does? Anyways, back to
your doctors, right? and nurses.
Besides everyone in the medical industry.
Medical field.
Yeah. But back to your question, your original question, I think, which was like, has anything changed? I don't know. I don't feel like anything's changed. For us, at least, leading up to the wedding, it was just, I think it was like 2 months where literally we didn't have a weekend free or any time to do anything else that we wanted to do, which was honestly just relax a little bit.
But we didn't even get to right after the wedding.
We didn't get to either after the wedding because her family was here.
So like 2 weeks after, we finally had a chance to just like not do anything, and it was great.
Yeah, so literally it was almost like 2.5 months of just constantly doing things. And
I'm kind of excited that our honeymoon is like kind of far from our wedding. Like I totally get why people like
do it right after.
Like it totally makes sense. But like we weren't able to do that because I have school. So it's something else to like look forward to. Like I'm literally counting down the days. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So it's like another part of our wedding.
It's kind of it's almost like you're extending the experience in a way, because you get a nice relaxing cool off time after doing everything with the wedding, and then you get to finish it off with the honeymoon.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to go into like post honeymoon depression. And you're not, because you're done with school and stuff.
I'm so excited.
But
Ryan, do you remember it's very similar to like the feel we would have after concerts and festivals,
yeah. I think so.
Really?
Yeah, we would when a big weekend festival, we would be sort of in like a
I've
like
only
a lull, like just sort of like okay, like back to the normal everyday.
Yeah.
And like the prior, like before, it's just exciting because you're looking forward to it, and
that's
just
what's
like,
making the days go fast.
Yeah, and you're excited for it, and then once it's over, it's sad and it's over.
I feel like I've learned throughout this whole wedding planning process that it's always good to have something planned for the future, like something you can look forward to, because if you don't have like a trip or something, I don't know, a big event that you're like, oh, that's the next like thing that we get to like let loose or have fun. It's like, damn, I'm just going. It's like just the rat race,
Planning this one day.
Well, yeah, I mean that was, that's like an extreme, of course, is like the wedding, but like even just like a vacation or something.
Yeah, it's like our honeymoon, and then after like we have more weddings to go to, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, it was just like wedding season right now.
Yeah.
I feel like our 20s is just gonna be. There's going to be like 2 a year.
One of my friends,
stoked.
when I was younger and she was older, she would like as soon as one gets married, it's like one after the other.
Well, it's like you set the standard, It's like, oh shit. Because at least with our friends group, I mean, like I know in college, it's like we were kind of ahead of the game, but...
with certain friends. I think with my friends, we were the last ones. With your friends, we were the first ones.
That's true.
Couldn't have said it better.
Yeah.
But even a lot of your friends too. I mean...
Yeah, you're right.
I would say so.
Yes.
But your friends definitely, I don't know, got engaged quicker. I mean, I was going to say set the standard, but they got engaged, and then it was like, oh shit, like this is something that actually happens to like people our age, you know? It's like this is what like people do.
We're transitioning from like if we get pregnant, it's not like oh shit anymore. It's like oh congratulations.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
We're going into that phase of life where it's like oh congratulations. It's not a like.
It's not like a whoa.
Like what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Very true.
So did your how did you feel when your girlfriend caught the bouquet when Gracie got it?
I just thought,
dude.
I just was like,
do you have a video of it by chance?
Scott does.
Scott has a video?
I think Scott. I'm pretty sure Scott. Someone has a video of it that's really good, and I'm pretty sure it's Scott because someone was standing next to it. Was it you who said you knew that Gracie was going to catch it? You said something.
I said that. I was like, oh, who's going to catch it?
Because Scott, here's the thing. Scott showed
someone
me a
asked
video.
me that, and I was like,
you know
oh,
what
Gracie's
I think it
gonna
is.
catch it.
I think on the Google file with all the video, I think
Did
there's
she share it with you? Did she shared it with Erica too?
What?
The Google Doc of all the pictures.
Who shared it with Erica?
Your Aunt Sherry.
Oh, really? Well, I think Sam must have.
Well, Sam must have because I didn't share it with Gracie, but
oh wait, Erica.
But
Erica. Oh,
yeah,
all the groomsmen got on it, and Scott showed me the video. So I think I think there's a video on the drive of her catching the bouquet. But when she caught it, I was just like, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of like when
what do you mean?
Well, I meant like she wanted the most.
She did want it. I knew she wanted it. That's why I said I was like, oh, she's got it.
I meant and like
you knew she was gonna get it.
Yeah, it's like when Kevin Durant and the Warriors won the championship. You know, it's like I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, okay,
you know, I just knew she's just got that. She just wanted it, and she. Yeah.
She did want it. She took over, dude.
She boxed out, and she
did box out.
She boxed out. She got that. That was a rebound. I've never seen a more of a rebound bouquet. I've never seen a bouquet catch actually done. So that was the first one I've seen happen. But I gotta say, she did the full box out, which is
she boxed out, and she went towards it.
Yeah, she went
she didn't
for it.
Let it.
She was
come to her. It was like,
and also
I'm going for
also once she had hands on it,
it was
immediately
ripped down.
Immediate yank. That's athlete right there.
Yeah.
As soon as you feel what you're grabbing, you just pull it away from everybody else.
That was such a great moment, man.
It was. And I didn't know. So our friend Daniel caught I was gonna say boutonniere.
Oh yeah, he caught that. Yeah, that was a good grab.
The garter.
The garter.
And he was like, I guess the person who catches the bouquet and the person who catches the garter apparently they're supposed to have a dance. And I totally didn't know that.
Yeah, I never heard of this either.
And he was like, "What happened?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that was a tradition."
Danny told you that?
Was
Danny? I don't know.
Someone told me. I thought it was him.
Was it
He was the one who caught
He was
the
the one
garter.
who caught it. Yeah, I remember him
Yeah.
catching it, and I was like, okay. I didn't know about that rule, but now that you say that rule, it makes sense.
It kind of makes sense.
I feel like I've seen it happen before now that he said or whoever.
But I'm
said
glad
it.
that we didn't do that. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many traditions you can follow.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
tell me about it. Oh my god.
I probably don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't have to tell you guys about it because
I was like, I don't know. I was like the person stamping and approving all the traditions that we were going to keep and we were going to not do. It was like my mom's like, oh, like typically they do this and this, and I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. Nope, just veto.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Because if you do everything, it's like there's too much to do.
You don't have time to do anything.
You don't have anything. We barely had time. I feel like we barely had time to dance and enjoy the night, and I didn't even talk to everybody.
Anyone. Like,
did you guys not make your rounds of talking to every
table?
No.
No.
Like I didn't talk to like 50% of the people there.
Yeah, me too.
Which I feel so bad about because they came.
Well, I talked to majority of people, but it was very quick. It was like most people came up to me during the money dance and were like, You
guys are kind of like celebrities though during the night.
That's what the wedding coordinator said. She's like, it's gonna feel like you're a celebrity. Like people are gonna be pulling you this way, like wanting to talk to you, like
giving you drinks, and,
right?
Yeah, just exactly. So it's like you can't.
Man, and there's nothing that can prepare you for that. Like I feel like we could have, I don't know, done more in a sense, but
no, I mean it was you guys. It was.
I'm glad the night played out the way it did.
You hit every check mark. It felt like it was the way it was supposed to go.
I was just high on the whole night. Yeah, and I was just so happy that everyone was there, and
it was an
so
awesome
much
time.
Fun.
It was a beautiful wedding. Absolutely.
And I gotta say that it's really like, not only is it a celebration, but it's also like kind of a show in a sense, and like you're entertaining all the guests.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you guys did a great job of that. I mean,
that's why everyone's like, "Oh, beautiful venue!" Like
Scott,
the food was great.
Scott's giving me shit for keeping my my do not disturb hotel room.
You have it still?
Yeah, I still have it. I have it on my doorknob.
Nice. Oh, that's so sweet, man.
But that's just what I mean.
Why
Is
is
like,
he giving you shit for it? I'll give him shit for giving you shit.
I like how you guys had so many little mementos and stuff, and like the candies and the crackers and like the water bottles and everything was just so.
Well, you can think
it felt like a full like.
The whole weekend, like it was like an experience. Like you get to the hotel,
and you guys having that photo booth thing.
Yeah, which we didn't even do.
I know. That's
we
why
didn't
we
even
didn't
get
even
a
take a
photo
picture
booth with each other.
That thing was awesome. That thing, I mean, people that. Oh, it's just, and then the open bar.
The open bar was
so
a must.
Cool.
Although, if I could go back,
I
would do. If I could go back, I would do an hour more, and then I would not allow shots. I think that would be the game plan.
No shots.
It's so sad because I feel like it was shorter than it actually was because there's some parts that I don't remember. And because I took so many shots, I'm like, oh, I wish I remembered the whole thing because it was already short, and then now it's shorter because I don't remember some of it.
You were drinking a lot towards the end of the night, I think, and that's why. Like, you at the wedding, you were totally fine.
Oh yeah,
honestly.
no, during the ceremony, the eating dinner, and then
after
it was a ramp up.
Like when we got on the bus, it was like, oh wow, like things are hitting everyone right now. I mean, not just you, but like everybody.
Yeah.
It was like we had we got all the things done. Yeah. And then we had like that last like good hour of dancing and drinking.
Yeah.
Which we just went full force on.
Yeah.
And that's really like what it's just like when I drank like the 8 White Claws in an hour. It was kind of similar to that, to where
true story.
You know, the night took up. The wedding took up most of the time, to where we're like, okay, we're creating memories, and then we just had this window to just go hard, and we went hard, so it kind of like does a weird like shortened thing in our head.
That's when like White Claws were new to us too. That's when we like just started the podcast.
That was,
and we were like, oh, White Claws are so good, actually, and they are, but we drink them all the time.
Hadn't started it yet. Remember, because we started it January 2020, and
had we not started at that point?
We had come up with the idea, and New Year's Eve we drank a ton of Claws, and then like. Few days later, we recorded the.
I mean, I had my fair share too.
I don't think I drank any because I don't remember.
You were drinking too.
I don't remember. I love that you included that.
Oh, of course
You did such a good job.
Yeah,
Eric.
dude.
And so many people have like said like he did so good.
So good.
Yeah, I got some compliments from random family members, which was really cool. Really cool.
Yeah.
Like.
No, everyone has said that you did a phenomenal job.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Man, I gotta.
You should do it on weekends or something. But I don't know. I mean, you know,
people were saying, or like, you know.
Oh
like,
yeah, they pay for the. Yeah.
I mean, people were literally saying, "Oh, he should do it on weekends." But
you don't
know
friends.
everyone like you know us, you know.
Yeah,
so
it's it's kind of. Hey, all I can hope for now is that if any of my other close friends getting married want to do what you guys did. You know, hopefully I've proved my stuff. Is what I'm saying, you know, because I would do it again for sure. I'd love to, because it was a lot of fun.
I wonder if in the video we'll get the full ceremony.
I can't wait to get like our wedding pictures, our video. Like we haven't gotten any of that stuff yet.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to get all that.
Oh, I bet the full thing will be on video.
I hope so.
Because like I was mic'd for I had a mic on my suit that was for the videographer, and then I had just the mic in front of me on the stand, which is for the audience. Right. And that was sort of the last shoe-in thing, was like, okay, because I asked him, I was like, okay, are they like for the vows? I was asking the guy who's telling me about the mic. I'm like, are they going to hear Ryan and Amanda's vows? And he's like, well, they're only mic'd for the videographer. And then he's like, so you can do like a mic turn if you want. And I was like, I got it. And I did the mic turn. And then I got out of the way for the photo.
Yes, you did. Perfect.
You did.
I kind of like waited a little bit, but you went right away, and I was like, oh, perfect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like we didn't hold the kiss for long enough. They had told us previously, like, oh, hold the kiss. And I was like, okay, cool. Totally forgot.
They got professional cameras snapping.
I know. It only takes one good photo. You know?
Exactly. But, oh, yeah. It was awesome, man. And I just...
That'd be so cool if you can do it for someone else.
Yeah.
Or like if another one of our friends gets...
I would love to do that, you know? And I would... It was so easy with you two just because of the time in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Right.
So I would definitely have, you know, it would be my work would be a little more cut out for me with another couple, but for you guys it was a breeze, because I really I really felt like Joey, you know. Like I really did. And that was so funny to me when I saw that episode and Joey marries, and I was just like, wait, is that how Amanda came up with it?
I told you, I was like, he's our Joey. But I think it's totally the way to go, because I don't want a random person up there.
No, and it's I mean, to each his own, right? If you want I mean,
That was
sometimes
something
it's a
that we
religious
really
thing
wanted.
as
Right,
well.
that's
So,
true.
like, you know,
That's often
respect.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Frank is ordained as a minister.
I am a minister.
No,
Yeah.
he's a confirmed Catholic.
No, but he's actually a
But
minister.
I also am a minister.
That's the certificate.
That's
yeah.
what the certificate says.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
a Catholic, and I'm a Catholic minister, technically.
Yeah, you are.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone was the official, you know, officiant, it was definitely you, or the right choice, you know.
Oh yeah, right.
Mhm. And I had a long conversation with your dad, Ryan, about how much he liked it, and that was very cool.
Oh, good.
Aw.
You got the father approval there.
Father approval.
Nice.
That was very cool.
Nice. Yeah.
What did your parent or your mom? Cause you know, when they were-
yeah, my dad was still sick. But yeah, no, my mom loved it. She thought it was really good. Yeah, proud of me. All that stuff.
I feel like I disappointed your mom with all the dancing we were doing.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh,
I'm
no,
so
Oh,
embarrassed.
you mean the Yikin?
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Yikin
don't-
song.
Trust me. Okay, honestly, by the time Yikin started, my mom had already left, and
No, she was there.
She was there?
Because I walked by her
After
and
the
then,
Yikin-
and then
okay.
we had talked.
okay. Hey,
I was.
Whatever,
she
man.
really like if there's don't worry about.
I've gained enough Rakeup's
Respect.
points for it to just
Yeah,
bounce
exactly.
down a little bit.
And also, it's not. Man, it's your wedding, you know.
I know,
Like,
it's our
like-
wedding.
It's like
Well,
next day
the
I
problem
so
was-
embarrassed
The problem
'cause I
was is
don't-
all of our college friends are hyping us up and stuff.
well, yeah, they're the ones helping you throw it back and do all the moves
I know,
and
I know.
stuff, and-
Well, that's the problem is they're all hyped up and stuff, and
and they're the ones who are at the
but
bar.
none of their parents are there.
100% of the
None of their
time.
family is there. You know,
yes,
So
that's true. So they have that. They
they're
have
like,
that
oh,
freedom.
college party, and it's
They
just
have that
like,
freedom. Yeah.
no, like
Yeah.
come on.
It's.
Gosh.
I don't know how to.
It was fun though. You know what? I'm glad it played out the way it did.
The only person I saw
Huh.
like actually like whoa with like freaking out with the Yakin was your mom.
Oh,
She-
my
she
mom.
was-
No, my mom did. Yeah, she said something.
She was really the only person who was like, well, I remember she even said to me, she was like, Frank, you're the officiant. You need to
Get it under
like,
control.
Get it under control. And I was like,
That's so funny.
Oh wow!
You
No,
can't do that,
no,
like-
no. My mom came up to me, and then my uncle Corey, I saw too. And in some of the videos, he's like, you know,
And he's so expressive too.
I know,
was
he
like,
is.
I'm so sorry.
yeah,
wait, is Corey the one with the super long hair? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
super fit.
Yeah.
Fit.
And then your other brothers, your other uncle, not your other brother. What was his name?
Roman.
or
yeah,
Matt.
Yeah, Roman. He was the one who was. I can't remember. He had a moment where like he helped during the rehearsal dinner.
Uh-huh.
I think your grandma was doing a toast,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. There was a moment
Okay.
where like he helped her out with it or something. Like
Oh,
he had
he like put the mic up closer
yeah,
to her. I
that's
think
what he
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
He
yeah.
like because like nobody could really hear
Yeah.
that well, and he just
Yeah.
did like
Yeah.
kind of the son thing of just doing there
Like,
you go,
come
Mom.
on. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Get it together.
Yeah. Wow. That whole weekend was
It was
I
just,
know, it was
just
amazing.
phenomenal.
Wait, and I didn't get to talk to you guys about
What?
my funniest moment where I felt like I was kind of like it was like a sitcom and it was the wedding episodes of the season
Uh-huh.
was when the lady was talking about the
Oh
food.
my
Wow.
gosh.
talking about the food. I just like this is so funny.
What is going on?
Because I kind of felt the vibe was like everyone's ready to eat, and it's
Yeah.
like
And she kept going
She just
on and on.
kept
Ryan was like
talking.
rubbing my leg because I was just my face.
Well, because she's so expressive. Like, if she doesn't like something, like, it's on her face.
Yeah, it's
and I'm
just
just like, we'll get through it. We'll get through it.
But like everything is delicious. Everything has a demo. I was just
she was telling the story behind each ingredient.
She
that's what
literally was. Literally every ingredient, how it got to.
how it got to your mouth
Yeah.
at this moment right now. I'm gonna tell you.
Holy shit. Yeah,
I
it was
so
crazy.
hungry too. Like, and I was one of the first people to get my food.
Yeah.
And my friend sitting next to me, like I was done eating
Mm-hmm.
before she had even gotten her plate.
Well, they did it weird where they did.
They had a weird stagger thing going.
yeah.
They staggered each meal. So they bring out the meals, not really by, like, who ordered first or anything, you know?
Yeah, and it
It's
was
like
also just sort of like they just come out with meals and you'd be like, oh, yeah, it's me. They'd have to
Yeah.
like look
Yes.
for that. And I remember there was the one that I got, the one that was the surf and turf one.
Yeah.
That's what I got too.
That was
Oh, so good.
The food was
was so
amazing.
good. Oh
my
I
God,
just
it
didn't
really
need
was
a whole
amazing.
novel.
Yeah, it's just it's one of those things where like
seriously.
it's hard to get quality of food that well without sacrificing, kind of like a a chef who like wants to tell you everything. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? In order to get the food that good, the person making it is obviously going to be so passionate about it.
I appreciate the passion.
Give you the rundown, you know.
And you know what? It was so funny because her speech started like so well, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is awesome! This is so cool. Funny!" And like, you know, and then I was like,
and then she started talking about the cows you were eating, and I was like, "Whoa.
Never mention the animals."
Yeah, we don't.
Anyways, it was, and then at the end, it kind of picked up again. I was like, okay, she kind of saved it, but like, I was like looking around the room.
So long too.
It was. 10 minutes.
Also, you know what was weird long. Is one of the women working at the wedding venue who was in charge of. She was like putting the flowers up on the wood. There was like the wood archway, where we all stood.
Yeah,
and she looked exactly like
the
woman who read the menu to us.
Really?
They looked
like they're doppelgangers.
We were
I think is the word.
The groomsman and Ryan. We were joking about how it's like, wait, is that her?
Is that her?
Is that her?
Is this like a side hustle that she's doing? She's here to read the menu again. Funny. Middle of the ceremony. Excuse me.
Tonight for dinner.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, and the dinner was so good too. At the
wedding. Yeah, it was.
Tortellini.
That tortellini was so fire.
Everything was amazing.
Man. And the salad. Wow. The salad was good.
I went in on the Caesar. I'm a big Caesar guy. I thought the Caesar was very good.
I don't know what salad I had, but it was fantastic.
There was 8 different salads and then like the main dishes, but all the salads were so good.
And honestly, I barely ate. I didn't even eat that much.
Yeah,
I couldn't even finish my meal.
I thought I was gonna be hungrier, but then when I was just kind of.
I just didn't want to be bloated
you're
too.
Just
you know.
Excited. Like,
yes, you're just running off.
I was just like, okay, like I got some energy, and like, what's the next thing we're doing?
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. Oh man, the bar was great too because they had the old fashions were really good, like really good.
And they were killing the screwdrivers.
I love how that's your drink, man.
I found out. I don't know if this was true, but I saw a YouTube TikTok where this bartender channel was like.
I also love how you say YouTube TikTok.
I know. What does that mean?
It means that
the shorts, the YouTube shorts.
Yeah, I don't have but I consume it the same way as others do, through a different app. This guy was saying like apparently like some mine workers in like the 1920s would sneak vodka into their morning orange juice before they started their shift. Oh. And they had screwdrivers on their tool belt, and they would use that to mix the vodka in.
Gross.
Wow. And so that's why they're called screwdrivers.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, that
you know what? That makes sense.
It makes sense.
It really does.
It does make sense. Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not moonshine then. But I don't know.
Yeah, it was probably just
who knows where people are mining
right place, right time, you know? They just vodka was
stuck.
easy to get in that time, and then orange juice was around at breakfast.
And you had a mojito or something?
No, I had margaritas, but I didn't even really drink it because I took your margarita was there. Yeah.
There was one point, Ryan, where I saw you with 2 different old fashions.
People just were handing drinks.
Yeah, dude, people were literally feeding us drinks the entire night. I was pouring anytime someone came up to me with a shot.
Yeah.
I was pouring half of it in.
I should have done that.
Really, I was pouring a quarter of it, spilling the other quarter on the ground, and then going for the half that was left.
Those shots felt so big. But like I was telling Ryan,
but they're the thick glass ones.
Did we take a shot together?
I think. Did you do the turn down for what tequila shot? Were you in on that? Right when turn down for what?
And then you guys took a shot. That's awesome.
I don't remember that. I don't think so.
I think one of you were in on that. I think
maybe probably Ryan. I just remember kind of taking shots with everyone.
That's badass.
I think I took a shot with Sam.
Yeah.
I think I took a shot with Michaela and Erica. I think I took a shot with. I'm just like I feel like I took
shots a lot.
But I didn't finish my drinks, which I should have finished my drinks and not taken shots. And then I would have been good.
I had like family who I don't talk to very often come up to me and want to take a shot with me, or they'd hand me a drink.
You know what that is, Ryan? That's called burning a moment. You know.
Yeah.
You don't get a lot of time with them.
It's
true. They want to. This is a big day for you, so they want to burn a moment in your memory. Yeah. Because it's going to be a while before you see them again. You know?
That's true. But yeah, man.
Sorry, going back to the rehearsal dinner, I just remembered something. Yeah. So that lady, the one who like read us the whole menu, she like really liked Ayub. And she like took him to the bar and like rubbed he had
a thing for Ayub?
Yes.
Wow, I had no idea.
Don't tell him that though.
Took him to the bar.
No, he knew.
And he asked her like, oh, what can I get or something, and she's like, rubbed his arm. She's like, oh, we'll make you anything, and like rubbed it.
She's like, whatever you want, whatever you want.
Whatever
I
you
forget
want.
what he said, but
super and he was just like, okay, but it was just so funny, like that lady read us the menu.
I know.
Now I'm suddenly thinking to like when it was 1 a.m. and the groomsmen group chat were like, hey, we partying. Like this was the night after wedding. It's like 1 a.m. Hey, we partying. And everyone was like not really like it was kind of dead in the group chat. And Ayub was like, man, everybody's cuffed up tonight except me. And I didn't know like he should have got with that. He should have got with the food.
Oh yeah. He should have. Anyone down to hit Luke's on front?
Yeah, Luke's on front right now.
That's funny.
That is funny. Yeah, people were trying to do stuff after the wedding. It was not happening. It was not happening.
It was just
too many drunk people to do.
Too many drunk. You're just too tired.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't even that tired to be honest, but I definitely don't think you're heading down to Old Town and turn up again would have been a good idea for everyone. I mean, that would have been a mess.
I woke up drunk. So
really?
Yes. Oh, the next morning,
yeah,
I was drunk still, and I was still on a high. Like I was just so excited. Like I went to the cafeteria.
Well, we woke up like, 6
6
a.m. and you couldn't go back to sleep.
Yeah, I was just like pacing. He was sleeping, and I was just pacing in our suite.
It's like Christmas, first day being married.
Yeah. And then finally, Kayla texted me like, "Are you up?" And I'm like, "Yes." And she's like, "Okay, come." And she like took me, and I went and saw everyone. I saw Uncle Roman twice, and the second time I went to hug him, like all excited, and he's like, "You already said hi to me," and I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Like I think I'm still drunk.
Wow. And then I was gonna miss breakfast.
Oh, dude, I love that breakfast both days. I was into that.
Clutch came and woke me up.
The potatoes the first day weren't as good as the second day. First day was the greasy, stringy, shredded hash browns, which can be good when they're really crispy. But
those were ridiculously oily, dude.
Thank you. But the second day, did you get the potatoes the second day? They were kind of like.
I probably did, yeah.
They're sort of like how some fries have like the coating. They just have a coating.
Yeah.
They were like coated, squared breakfast potatoes.
Oh yeah,
so good.
Super
good. I love
good.
how the food really stuck out to you
that
weekend.
I mean, I love a good
Frank could go a whole
breakfast.
hour right now. Just on the food.
I love a good breakfast included with a hotel. That's that's
how about the charcuterie board in the groom suite?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That
was ridiculously cool.
Everything was so cool.
Who was in charge of those snack boxes that we had in that?
I don't know.
With the chicken salad sandwiches.
That's what I'm talking
grandma.
about. I don't know.
Pop-Tarts?
Well, my grandma cooked those or made those.
The mini
But
Pop-Tarts?
his mom, his grandma, his aunt, like we had one too, and it was in the shape of A and R. And it was so
really,
cute,
really
but it was so nice because we would have been starving if we didn't have it.
Oh,
well, especially you guys were there at like 8.
Yeah, we got there at 9.
Yeah.
And we were still running late, but anyway.
What else is awesome? I gotta say those his favorite, her favorite candies. Okay.
I already forgot mine. With the Jolly Rancher?
Jolly Rancher. Good choice. Also Snickers, great choice.
Yes,
both
my favorite.
I'm very with you on both choices. And of course, Sam and Scott are too adult for candy, so they gave me theirs. And I've just been popping Jolly Ranchers and Snickers while playing video games the last few weeks. It's been awesome.
Oh, you still have some?
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta understand, they didn't even touch their candy. They brought their things home, and they're Scott always makes fun of me for liking candy because like you're such a kid, and so he's not gonna eat candy, and Sam isn't gonna eat candy because he has a weird thing where he's like, I like it, but I don't want to have it,
Yeah.
Oh, that's my boat.
So
I love candy, but I'm not gonna eat it.
So they just give it to me, and I'm like, I'll take it.
I did have a Jolly Rancher though. I did have a Jolly Rancher post wedding.
I think I had one Snicker just to say that I had it.
Yeah, or maybe the night before.
And
I had
also
a Jolly Rancher, I can't remember.
The Miss Vicky's jalapeno and the white cheddar popcorn. Also ate those immediately.
Fire.
Yeah. And Scott gave me his Miss Vicky's. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
he loves Miss
I
Vicky's.
know that blew me. I was like, why you give me this, man?
Yeah, those little. What would you call them? Little goodie bags, goodie boxes.
Goodie boxes.
Those were awesome.
That was awesome.
I didn't even expect that. I mean, I knew my mom was doing it, but
that was.
I didn't
really
expect
cool.
it at all.
And then with the hydrate because we celebrate thing, that was really cool.
Yeah. And you had Advil.
And I've been using those straws. I've been using those pink straws on like smoothies and stuff. And I saved my Advils and Tylenols and stuff you guys gave me. I mean,
Oh, I love that.
Well, I'm glad you made
I
use of it.
know. I feel like you always make good use of things. Like your officiant mug, you made good use of that.
Very much so. Too good use.
I know.
I'd still be using it, you know. But it's a.
Does it still leak? You don't use it that much.
I don't. We have a good display in our kitchen where we have all the mugs like kind of in like a triangle sort of thing. It's
right.
Cool. Are you guys staying there?
Yeah, we're there for another year, at least until next April.
You guys signed on again, right?
Well, it wasn't even it was a sign on. It was a sign on for like a small increase in rent. Which I got.
Damn, they can do that?
Yeah, I think they can do that after a year.
But I gotta say that I all things considered, with inflation right now and how rent is going, it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
And it wasn't as bad as I thought. And I also liked that there wasn't we just got one single paper to sign, and nothing changed besides the small price increase. So that's really nice. And so we're pretty in a way we're like month to month because we're not locked down, but we are. That's how
San Francisco was too.
Yeah,
it was you go a year.
I don't think they can do force you into another year.
Yeah, they can. It's month to month.
That's why that's why I think we got sent a single paper instead of like a 17-page thing like it was originally.
Right.
So, but I'm very.
That's good.
I'm happy that we got it again. Yeah.
That's a great place too.
It is. I love it.
Except for the weird
what?
Piss smell.
I know. When you're walking in, it's like all the dogs pee in that one section.
All those succulents and bushes are just
pee spots.
They're running on dog pee at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know.
That's true. And it's funny. That's a smell you get used to.
Yeah,
you
don't even notice it
anymore.
Oh my
you don't
gosh,
even notice it.
every time
no, I
go.
imagine.
I don't even notice it. Yeah. That's
even though we have 2 dogs.
But it's crazy how potent it is every single time.
And this is okay. This is what I wanted. Okay, guys. Here. Okay. Sam and I have had to drill into Scott's brain that he needs to flush after he pees as well.
Ew, he doesn't do that?
He's being outed on the podcast.
I'm sorry.
Scott, you sick.
You sick bastard.
Yeah.
He thinks it's yellow mellow.
Ew.
And Sam and I were trying to explain to him.
Do you guys pay for water?
We don't. That's the one utility
then just flush it, dude.
And that's also part of our argument.
I kind of get it if you pay for water because that's a lot of water and for just pee.
For just pee, and I do agree with you there. And that's when you jump on Scott originally. That's his defense. His immediate defense is I'm saving water by mellow yellowing it.
Yeah.
And I love using that term because it's the soda.
The mellow yellow
too. Yeah, it's the knockoff Mountain Dew. Yeah, you know how? Okay, Dr. Pepper, and have you ever heard of like Mr. Pibb and Pibb Extra?
No.
Have you?
Mr. Pibb is fire. Okay. Mr. Pibb is way better than Dr. Pepper.
Basically, you have Dr. Pepper, which is like the mainstream, Dr. Pepper soda, and then you have Mr. Pibb, which is the same flavor, but just not as well known. You're not the main one, and it's kind of the same thing with Mountain Dew. You got Mountain Dew, and then you got Mellow Yellow.
Gross.
So Sam and I get on Scott. We're like, okay, we don't pay for water, so flush it. And then Scott's like, well, I'm saving water in it, and pee doesn't smell. That's what he says. He says pee doesn't smell. We're
not true.
We're like, that's so not true. So he started to flush now, and that's because both of us got on him at once. Because I had gotten on him a couple times about it, and I just sort of let it go. Yeah. And then Sam got on it one day, and I just jumped on the attack with him, and we sometimes he's been flushing it lately.
Sometimes it's what they need,
Yeah,
he's good peer pressure.
But but you guys mentioning the dog pee smell is exactly what we try to explain to him. Is that
maybe there's like a leash line,
like pee smells, like it's just the way it is.
Yeah, pee definitely smells.
Pee smells.
Are you kidding me?
Pee smells. Like it's just like that's it. And we don't pay for water, so that's
like so why not?
So you're not.
That's so funny. I do get it though. If you pay for water and you're just like, God.
Yeah, no, then I understand.
Because you're literally filling up like 2 gallons per bowl.
Yeah.
And you flush it for pee.
Exactly.
Who knows? Maybe in the future it'll become standard to not flush your pee because we're gonna be low on water or something.
But like,
if you're not a baller and you're paying for water,
they're at home.
I know, but even like I'm not saying that you do this, but maybe like, or if I forget or if you forget, like I still flush before because I don't want to sit. I feel like the pee is like. The pee particles are like going up, so I always flush. I want like a clean.
Dude, and that's funny. Exactly. That was
because you end up flushing anyway, right?
That was my mindset every time I come in. Like before, like Scott's been flushing recently, but for the last year he hadn't been. So when I would come into the bathroom,
I love how
we're
talking.
I would always flush it and then start peeing.
Exactly.
Because I'm not because. it's science that when you pee standing up as a man into like a bowl of already pee, you're gonna get pee coming back.
Absolutely.
You might not feel it, but it's there.
Absolutely.
And I would rather get splatter from just toilet water than pee and toilet water.
Yeah.
And not your pee, which is
exactly.
gross.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell this to Scott because this would probably make him go back to not flushing. But our toilet triple flushes. It's like it's super old and slow.
Oh, I have noticed that.
So it has like a trio. It has one big flush, then it has a little flush, and then it has an even smaller flush. So Scott was actually lucky to where
it's very weird.
It was a little less annoying, his non-flushing thing, because if we had like a toilet like your guys's, that's just one big flush, then I would be doing 2 flushes every time I'd go to the bathroom. But because of this slow triple flush, I could flush his pee and then start peeing, and as I'm peeing, my whole pee length is the 3 flushes. So in reality, I only had to flush once, but I didn't tell this to Scott because he would think like, "Wow,
don't
this is
you
actually
love
a genius
scenarios
idea."
like that, or just it's like the block of wood that just slides
in. It's perfect.
Oh, like Jing.
If I had it, like if it is literally the perfect toilet to have to share with someone who doesn't flush their pee.
It's almost like a game. It's like, can I
make it before?
My pee? Wow, babe, did you imagine we were going to be talking about this?
No, I did not. We were going to be talking about Scott's pee.
Scott's pee or just pee in general?
Or pee in general, yeah.
And you know what also he always loves to say? It's sterile. Oh, and also...
He's not wrong.
Can I tell you about one of my favorite pee stories with Scott? Just because I got so mad at him when he did this that I said, and we were going out that night. We were going to do something, and I remember saying, I'm like, Scott, I'm going to tell everybody about what you just did. And I didn't end up telling everybody because the moment never felt right. But I'm just gonna do it on the pod now. But there was one time where he was about to take a shower, okay, and I'm sitting in my room, and Scott likes to do all his bathroom activities with the door open, okay. That's just his thing. He's just
so weird, Scott.
He's so weird.
You're so weird.
So I hear him
all of the activities.
I hear him getting ready to take a shower. I hear the door.
Even pooping?
Yeah, even that.
Ew.
Like that, babe. Like,
Scott is a menace.
He is a menace. Amanda, I've had to flush his poop for him because he leaves it to stink up the bathroom as a prank on me. Like yeah. Yeah, but this is we could
goodness,
I could do the whole episode about Scott's bathroom, but there's this one time where I hear him opening the shower door and get in the shower. I'm like, okay, he's gonna take a shower, door open, whatever. It's not gonna steam up the bathroom. That makes sense. But then I hear water. I hear water hitting the bottom of the shower. But I'm like, but that's not the shower head. Like I'm hearing like one. I'm like, wait, what's going on? And I run up, look into the bathroom, and this is what I see. I see Scott, shower still off. Standing in the shower, ready to shower, completely naked, peeing into the shower. He made this is the decision he made.
Pre-pees, pre-shower,
pre-shower
pee.
Our toilet is as close as you can get to the shower without literally being in the shower.
You could pee in the toilet from the shower.
From the shower,
that's
exactly,
how close it is.
Exactly. So he made the conscious decision, standing there naked in front of the toilet next to the shower. He chose to, instead of peeing in the toilet and then stepping in the shower, he stepped in the shower, peed, and then turn the shower on. And that was, and it was a big thing for me because it's like, I can let the, blowing your nose in the shower while it's running go. I can even let the peeing in the shower while it's running go. Yeah. Because sometimes you're in moments where you don't know you have to pee, but then you're mid shower and the water's hitting you.
Yeah.
And
peeing in the shower is acceptable.
Yes.
But the fact that he just used the shower as his pre-toilet before turning it on and just peed in it, like with the toilet right there. I was just like, all right, that's just, it was.
He must just like the smell of these things. I don't know. That's the only explanation.
And I also think it didn't help that he grew up with a brother and not a sister.
Yeah, but I did, and I'm not like that at all.
Well, I don't think maybe you guys were as close. Maybe
no, that's true. We shared a bathroom though.
Yeah,
but what's the difference?
But Tommy and Scott, they shared the room.
That's true.
And they also, and the funny thing about that is they literally had an empty room right next to theirs that they could have. And they shared their entire lives. Yeah. And they would. And being boys, they would compete over who could stink up the bathroom more, and it transferred to it's still with Scott.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's so interesting. Well, I guess you have a brother, but it's so interesting, like how growing up with a sister like changes your mindset on certain things.
For sure.
Because my sister, she was the messy one. Like we shared a bathroom,
really,
yeah,
and she was the messy one. So that made me even more OCD. to where like it made me even cleaner.
Sam also has a sister.
Yeah.
Do you
Has a
notice
sister.
things
She's got
like that bug you about the two, like your roommates?
Uh-huh.
Like as soon as I moved with him, there's things that I never would have thought of.
Yep.
But bug me so much.
Yes, and it's annoying because it's like you're getting bugged by something that is so small.
Right.
And it's like I hate that this is bugging me. Perfect example.
Yeah,
we have a shower rack that hangs off of our shower head, and then we have our two like against the walls, two holders for bottles. And Scott was doing this thing where like I was on the rack and he was on the wall, but then he took one bottle and put it on the rack, and I was like, okay, so we're switching. So then I put my stuff on the wall, and then I moved the rest of his stuff on the rack. So I'm like, okay, your rack, I'm wall.
Right.
But then he did this weird thing where he took one of his items, put it on the wall, and then left his
that to bug you probably.
And then we got in a huge argument about how one of us should have the rack and the other one should have the wall. And then like 5 minutes into the argument, I'm like, dude, I'm just a freak. I'm sorry, dude. And I just like I hug him and apologize, and like I put our stuff back to where it was. I'm like, we could do like one wall, one rack. It's fine. So that's a moment where it's like I get so angry.
I can totally imagine that.
I get so angry, and I'm just like, wait, I'm freaking out over something that's so tiny.
Yeah.
Like it's not a big deal.
Yeah. This one leaves everything open, and
I do.
Like cupboards, dresser drawers, like
that's actually we don't
cups.
Yeah. Sam, Scott, and I were not big leave open guys. Actually, that's the one thing
I'm big leave open and leave out.
Yes.
Like I will literally.
Scott leaves out. He doesn't.
I have a nightly routine where like I'll put on moisturizer, vitamin C or whatever, and I don't even realize, but like I'm putting this on and like I'll be done and I'll just walk away, and it's just like everything's just right there. And then, she's like, "Oh, are you gonna put that away?" And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I did it again." Okay, and like a classic White Claw Wednesday episode, we have ran out of storage on our computer, and we're doing a little closeout here. So, Amanda, Miss Finazzo,
Mrs.
Finazzo. How did I get that wrong?
Come on, Ryan. It's Mrs. now.
Mrs. Finazzo.
Sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
want you
Go
guys
ahead.
to call us like when like you're like, oh, or instead of being like, oh, are Ryan and Amanda coming here? When did they get here? Are we going there? Be like the Finazzos.
I'm down.
Like I can't wait for it to just become like
like
the
we are the
Finazzos.
Finazzos.
We going to the Finazzos now?
That's great.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll start doing that.
That makes me so excited. I'm gonna have to think of something to invite everyone over so people can be like, oh, we're going to the Finazzos.
Just so they say it.
Yeah, just so they say it.
Well, the NBA playoffs are in full swing right now.
Oh yeah, we can do the finals here or
wait for
something.
the finals. Yeah.
When is that?
Although they might
first
be...
week of June.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll be back. We'll be back and ready to go.
All right. Well, until we make the trip to the Finazzos.
Woo!
Cheers.
All right, baby.
Cheers.
120
Cheers.
coming to an end. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.